Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Yes Prep Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event today. We have some fantastic schools here ready to share some great information. My name is Greg, and I'll be your facilitator today. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping details. A reminder that your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you, but you can communicate using the Q&A button on your screen to type any questions in general or for a particular school. Please utilize that. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to check out the schedule and sign up for additional sessions. And lastly, this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/yesprep. And I dropped that address in the chat, and you can take a look at it there. Without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, the first school, Lamar University.
Okay, hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Chastity Fields. I am a regional admission counselor with Lamar University. I do cover the Southwest Houston area as well as Northwest Houston. And although our Northeast admission counselor could not be here today, I did include his contact information on one of the last slides so that you guys will be able to reach out to him if you guys have any questions. So let's go ahead and get started. So you guys, some points of cardinal pride. So our campus is approximately 270 acres. There are about 8,230 undergraduate students at Lamar. We have students from 60 countries, more than 100 programs of study. We have a student to faculty ratio of about 19:1, so the class sizes are going to be pretty small. We are located in Beaumont, Texas, so that's about 2 hours away from the Houston area, just depending on where you're coming from. We have 19 fraternities and sororities. Lamar was founded in 1923. There are over 200 student clubs and organizations. The Texas Gulf Coast beaches are 1 hour away, and 61% of our students do receive financial assistance. So I did want to draw you guys' attention to the very bottom of the slide where we have a breakdown of our demographics by gender as well as ethnic or racial background. So Lamar is considered to not be a PWI, a predominantly white institution. Lamar is only 46% white, and we have growing numbers of Black and Latino or Hispanic students. And Lamar is also predominantly female with a population of 58% of our students being women. So for our colleges, you guys, we do have 5. There is the College of Arts and Sciences, which is where our nursing majors as well as our pre-professional programs are housed. Pre-professional programs being things like pre-law, pre-dental, pre-pharmacy. We also have the College of Business, which is where our business majors are housed. So you'll find things like entrepreneurship and human resources there. We have the College of Education and Human Development, where you'll find majors like Interdisciplinary Studies, which is for students who would like to pursue careers in education. We also have majors like Culinary Arts and Exercise Science for students who may be looking for something like sports management or kinesiology. And then we have College of Engineering. We offer mechanical, civil, industrial, electrical, and industrial technology. And then last but not least, we have the College of Fine Arts and Communication, which is where our journalism major is housed. We also offer things like theater, dance, and American Sign Language. And we are one of the only schools in the state of Texas to offer a teaching certification in ASL. So moving on to athletics, you guys, these are pretty big for us just because we are ranked Division I with our athletics. So you guys can take a look and see some of the sports that we offer for men and for women. So one common question that I get is about men's soccer. So unfortunately, we do not have that as a competitive D1 sport. However, we do offer it as a club and intramural sport. So you can just play it for fun, with your friends. And again, it won't be competitive, but if that's something that you're looking for and we don't offer it D1, it's worth exploring as a club or intramural sport so that you'll still be able to play. So for student organizations, as I mentioned, we do have over 200. We have lots of things, lots of random stuff too. So some of those are the dance team, the marching band. We have Society of Women Engineers. We have things like the Pokemon Club and Signing Cardinals, and that's just a few. But we have professional organizations, we have honor societies, and then we also have, I'm sorry, I can't see the very bottom to see what the name is. But we have sororities and fraternities as well, you guys, and you can see those on the left side of this slide. So for our student life, you guys, we do have apartment style dorms called Cardinal Village, and you can see our 3 options here. And then on the next slide, there's a breakdown of the cost for each of those dorms. Our most expensive dorm is going to be our 2-person private bedroom. That one's almost $3,000. And then our cheapest option is a shared bedroom. So there are bunk beds, and that one is just a little over $2,000. You also see a breakdown of our meal plans here. We do have 4 different options for students to choose from. This is what is considered to be your board. And there are various places to dine on campus, which is where you would be able to use your dining dollars. And so those places include Chick-fil-A, Jason's Deli, Panda Express, Big Red Juice Bar, which is now Smoothie King, Starbucks, as well as Papa John's. So for our admission requirements, you guys, we are a test optional school, so we don't require any SAT or ACT scores for an admission decision. All we need is your high school transcript, and we can go from there. Students who are in the top half of their class, as well as students who have dual credit, 18 hours or more, and a 2.0 GPA are automatically accepted. Should you not be admissible under those requirements, we do have an appeals process, as well as we give you the option to submit your test scores. And if you were to submit your test scores, this is where you would need to rank. So in terms of the cost of attendance, you guys, it's going to be about $10,000, and all of these numbers are just estimates. So keep that in mind as you're looking at Lamar and other schools as well. And last but not least, you guys, I did want to go over some scholarships. So these are our largest scholarships. For these scholarships, you do need to have a top 25% class ranking. You also need to have a 3.5 GPA and above. The top scholarship, which will cover you for all 4 years, requires a 3.85 GPA. The only one that does not require a specific class rank or GPA requirement is the Smith-Hudson for $74,000. That is the second line. And finally, you guys, if you'd like to come and visit us, we will have an opportunity coming up on the 30th of this month, the day before Halloween. So if you'd like more information about that, you can visit our website, which is lamar.edu/visit. This is our contact information if you'd like to reach either myself or Mr. Kenton Jackson. I thank you guys so much for your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to add them in the chat, and I will be happy to help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lamar University. Next up, we'd like to invite McNeese State University to present.
Great. Can y'all see my screen? Hi, y'all. My name is Carly. I'm with McNeese State University. We are in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So we're kind of a little bit of a smaller campus. We usually have in between 7,600 and 7,300 students on campus per semester. So that's really good when we get into those upper level courses. You have about a 1:16 ratio between students and professors. So it's really easy to get into our professors' office hours, schedule those meetings with them. They really want you to be successful. You know, I'm actually currently in my master's program, and I have a professor that says you can email me any day of the week before midnight and I'm going to reply to you. So it's really easy to make those relationships with those professors. We have over 100 different student organizations on campus, so it's super easy to get involved. It's a really good community feel that Lake Charles has, and that we bring that to the McNeese campus as well. And we have over 80 degree programs offered. Okay, so we're going to go over the admission requirements real quick, and it does say for Louisiana residents, if you meet these requirements, then you can be accepted. So one thing with this is McNeese does charge out-of-state tuition, but it is very easy to get waived. It just requires actually a few some test scores and a GPA requirement. And so after I'm done, I will put all the links in the chat to our scholarship brochure, our road piece, and things like that. So you can be able to go and look back at those brochures. So you need to have the university high school curriculum. Those are my 4x4s, I like to call them. Your 4 Englishes, 4 Maths, 4 Social Studies, 4 Sciences, 2 Fine Arts, and 1 Fine Art and 2 Foreign Languages. You have to have a GPA of a 2.35 on a 4.0 scale, and you need to be readiness for college level English or math. And so that's over here in this box where it tells us our ACT, SAT, and AccuPlacer. When you take the English portion, you need to score those scores to be college level ready for English, and you need to score these scores on math for the college level ready for math. If you cannot obtain those scores, we offer the AccuPlacer. Most colleges in Louisiana offer the AccuPlacer, so you can come to our campus, take this standardized test, which is completely untimed, and you can take it for the specific subject that you need and get that score from doing that. So after you have those 3 general requirements, you will need to also have a GPA, a core GPA of a 2.0 on a 4.0 scale. It is very rare for you not to have that 2.0 on the 4.0 scale if you have that 2.35. So if you're just kind of hovering around that 2.35, look and make sure you'll have that core GPA. And if you don't have that, you can have the minimum ACT of a 20 or an SAT of a 1030. So for student life, we have over 100 different organizations on campus, so it's very easy to get involved. We always have homecoming week, welcome back week, spring fling week, and there's always events going on campus. So it's really a good time to go and do those activities with your fellow students, and you're always an opportunity to get engaged at McNeese. We really like to push engagement on our campus. So we are Division I, and we have 14 Division I sports. If you ever want to be interested in one of our sports, all you have to look up is the McNeese Athletic Directory, and it is filtered by the different sports. You can go see our coaches and get in contact with our coaches that way. We do have residential life. These are a few of our dorming options. These are not all of them, but the garden style is an apartment style suite. The suite is our more popular option. This one shows 2 privates, 1 bath, but we also offer 2 privates with 2 semi-privates. And then Collette Hall, even though there are 2 beds in there, it is only for 1 person. We have recently changed that. And then that's the one where you'll kind of have like a communal bathroom that you'll share with 3 or 4 people. So we also have quite a few academic resources on campus, and these are resources that you will pay through your fees, so you might as well use them. We have the Right to Excellence Center, which is if you are struggling with writing a paper or anything like that, you can come to our center and people will be able to help you with your essay. If you have trouble with doing specific things within essays, like transitioning paragraphs, they'll be able to help you, learn how to do that well. We have our Math Lab Tutoring Center, which is for math, physics, and chemistry. These are students that are paid by McNeese. They're upper level students that are really good in these subjects, and they will be able to tutor you. And then we have our Career Development Center, which helps you with resume writing, interview skills, and getting you ready to get a job. We offer student resources as well. We have our counseling center. One thing about our counseling center that we do is we do an aptitude test. So, there's some people that think, I wanted to be a doctor since I was 5 years old. And then they get to school and they're like, this is not what I want to do, but I have no idea what I want to do. So that's when we encourage them to go to the counseling center and they can take that aptitude test. And it's like a personality test, and it will actually tell you things that you would do well in with your career, with the type of personality you have. And then we have student health services. So that is just our infirmary. That's really helpful for me. I'm actually from the Beaumont, Texas area, and I went over to McNeese, and there was one time I fell and I busted my knee open. So it was really nice to just be able to go to our infirmary, let them clean out my knee. They prescribed me some antibiotics and some ointment, and I didn't have to go all the way back home to get a doctor's appointment, things like that. So this is how you can get in touch with our admissions office. We currently only have 2 recruiters, so you will get in touch with me or Gavin Labiche, and we can help you do a tour, fill out the application or anything you need help with. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you very much, McNeese State. Next, we'd like to invite Texas Women's University to present.
Hello there, good morning. My name is Jenny Ustinek, and I am the admissions counselor for Texas Women's University. I live here in the Houston area. I was born and raised here in Houston, and so I'm happy to share with you a little bit about TWU. So First things first, we are a public university. We are fully co-ed. We have men, women, non-binary, transgender students all at TWU. Gentlemen take up about 12% of our student body population. And we're also the most diverse school in Texas. So it's a really inclusive and welcoming environment at TWU. Texas Women's is one of the state's most affordable public universities as well. So our tuition is 23% lower than the national average. We award over $13 million worth of scholarships every year, and almost every single student that attends TWU receives at least one scholarship and financial aid. So this means that our school is really accessible and also inclusive with those funding opportunities. And we really give a lot of support throughout the process. As I said, I'm an admissions counselor here, and we can totally help you through the process as you are considering all of your different options after you graduate high school. So we do have 3 campuses at Texas Women's University. Our largest campus is located in the North Texas town of Denton. It's just 40 miles north of Dallas, so you can drive into the DFW area within about 30 or 45 minutes. That's where all of our undergraduate programs are offered, and we have about 15,000 students there on that campus. So we're like a small to medium-sized school, so you will definitely have the opportunity to get to know your professors, usually about 18 students to 1 professor in the class. Now, we do have a campus here in Houston. This is where I'm currently at right now, and this would be for our last 2 years of your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program for all of my friends online that are interested in pursuing nursing. And we also have graduate programs such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, nurse practitioner, and some business programs. So in Dallas and Houston, these are our health science centers. Now, what we do specialize in and what we're really well known for is the health sciences like nursing, PT, OT, medical technology, dental hygiene, and nutrition. But we also have spectacular programs in business as well as entrepreneurship. Some other popular majors are psychology, child development, criminal justice, sociology, dance, music therapy. So check some of those out. As some of my friends online from the other schools were mentioning, we have tons of different student services to support you through the process. There's counseling sessions that you get every semester. Academic advisors can help you choose your classes and follow your degree plan. There's tutoring centers all over campus as well, and the Career Connection Center to help you get a job on campus or off of campus as well. Now, I am a first-generation college student, so I'm the first person in my family to go to school, so I didn't know a lot about all of these services that are included for you. So definitely check those out and see how you can be supported once you actually get into university. Now, what is your daily life going to look like at TWU? Well, as I mentioned, we want you to get involved. We want you to build a community and feel a sense of belonging. And you can certainly do that with many different student organizations or professional organizations, student government, Greek life, intramural sports, volunteering with the community and really making an impact. And so think of ways to get involved and maybe even studying abroad. Our admissions requirements are very simple. We do not need your SAT or your ACT. You only need your high school transcript. You'll need your Go Apply Texas application. And if you are in the top 25% of your class, you'll have assured admissions. If you're top 50% of your class, then we'll look to see if you have a 2.0 out of a 4.0 and you're college ready. Aim for a 1080 on your SAT or a 21 on your ACT if you are taking those exams, but again, you don't need them, but hold on to them for scholarships. Now, again, Go Apply Texas is where you can find our application. You'll submit either your application fee or a fee waiver. and your high school transcript and any dual credit classes from that dual credit college. The cost of attendance, if you look to the right, we estimate about $10,000 for your student fees, tuition, and so about $5,000 a semester. You're looking at about $8,000 for an entire year for your living expenses, your room and board, and of course, we have financial aid and scholarships to help you cover all of those costs. So complete that FAFSA, and once you have submitted your Apply Texas application, you can go ahead and already apply for scholarships at TWU. It's a really simple process, and if you scan this QR code, you can go directly to that application. So thank you for taking some time to speak with me today. I'm here in Houston. I'm so happy to meet with you and talk through the process, and definitely come up to campus. We are having our Pioneer Preview Day on our campus in Denton on Saturday, October 23rd. So be sure to sign up for one of those events and visit us very soon. So thank you so much. And of course, shoot us an email or follow us on social media if you have any questions through the process. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Texas Women's University. And thank you to all of our attendees for using the Q&A button. We appreciate that. Next up, we'd like to invite the University of Texas Permian Basin to present.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so my name is Madeline Reed. I'm at the University of Texas Permian Basin. We are located in the Midland-Odessa area. We have two campuses, one in Odessa and one in Midland. We are a part of the UT system, and we are one of the smallest UT system schools with an average classroom size of about 22 to 1 professor. We do have D2 sports. We have cross country, football, men's and women's basketball, men's and women's soccer. I strongly encourage you guys, if you are interested in playing college sports, to please visit our athletics page and do an inquiry form. It's a really interesting, just quick and easy process for you to fill it out and get connected with the coaches ASAP. If you are a senior in high school, I strongly recommend that you get that done. That way you can get connected with coaches. We have a vast array of undergraduate careers available. This is what we have at our Midland campus. We have our engineering building, the Center for Energy and Economic Diversification. These are mainly for engineering. So the SEED and the engineering building are where most of our engineering majors are at. And then also like our business and MBA people are located in the SEED. The Wagner Noel Performing Arts Center is something that the community uses, but it's also where our music and performing arts majors are located. We also have really new and updated facilities. So the D. Kirk Edwards Human Performance Center is our most recent one, and it is where all of the athletes, so the weight room and all of the coaches are housed there, as well as there's simulation labs for nursing and athletic training like water therapy pools, and all of the pre-PT people, their area to practice on athletes and learn with the physical therapists. Our dining hall is also very new, and most of our dorms are also almost all completed in the year 2017. This is a list of all of our undergraduate academic majors. It's kind of condensed, so in terms of art, you'll still have different tracks and options to choose: biology, chemistry, same thing. We have tons of different options for you to choose from with each major. One of our biggest things here, since we are located in the Permian Basin, if you come here, you are going to find a job. most of our students, I would say about 16% of our students graduate and find either a job or a graduate school to attend within 6 months of graduation. We have career fairs every semester, and my spring semester of my senior year, that's where I found my first job. This is kind of where our freshmen will be located. So all of our freshmen do not have to live on campus. It is an option. However, if you live on campus on freshman year, then you would be living in the 2-person unit. Everyone else lives in the apartment style 4-person suite. Those are your 2 options. In terms of student life, we have everything that you possibly think of. We have intramural sports, we have Greek life, we also have ballet folklorico, mariachi, all of our athletics, the Spirit of the Permian Basin marching band. One of the most amazing things is that all of these things come with scholarships. Our cheer and dance team offers scholarships, and all of that good stuff. So our process for application is actually fairly simple. All you will need is to go to goapplytexas.org and fill out that application. Fill out as much information as you can. This goes for any college application that you do. It is a $40 application fee, or you can submit a fee waiver. We only really need one document for the evaluation process, and that is your official high school transcript. You can get that from your counselor or just like the office at your high school. If you took any dual credit classes, definitely we want to see that transcript, and SAT and ACT scores are optional, so you do not have to take those. We offer so much opportunities for scholarships at UTPB. I will tell you that our tuition rates from $3,500 to $4,500 a semester. So you're looking about $8,000 to $9,000 a year. We have this thing called the Falcon Promise, and the Falcon Promise is a promise to all of our students whose parents make $60,000 or less in a year. And that's a promise that all of your tuition and fees will be tried to covered by either financial aid grants or scholarships. And if you have a 3.0 high school GPA or more, you get an automatic $1,000 scholarship, and it goes up as your GPA goes up. These are scholarships that you do not have to apply for. They're just admission scholarships that are given based off of your high school GPA. On top of that, you can still apply for general scholarships and get more if you are in the band or in the mariachi or in the ballet folklorico or in the orchestra or string quartet. All of those will offer you scholarships, as well as if you fill out that FAFSA TASFA, then you will fall under that Falcon Promise. You will get all of that grant and aid money. So a little bit of some quick facts about UTPB. For those of you interested in education, we have a 99% pass rate for the State Board of Education certification exam, and a 94% pass rate for the NCLEX exam for those of you interested in nursing. Our nursing program actually has deals with the local hospitals, including Midland Memorial Hospital, Medical Center, ORMC. They are all connected with UTPB, and Midland Memorial Hospital actually pays our students who are interns at MMH to do their clinical rotations. 70% of students who are in our pre-med program get into the medical school of their choice. And then for the Fundamentals of Engineering exam, we have a 99% pass rate as well. Like I had previously stated, we are ranked number 3 in the nation for our students finding a job or enrolling in graduate professional school within their field within 6 months of graduation. With our engineering and business majors, we have such strong relationships with the employers in the surrounding areas that there's internship programs which you can start for engineering majors specifically at your sophomore years. And if you find a place here in like Chevron, Concho, places like that, they will pay you about $25 an hour to intern over the summer. And then you can just take that fall semester off, especially with all of the scholarships and aid opportunities that we offer. Midland, Odessa is booming, and the job opportunities are endless here. We do have our upcoming Falcon Days. We have 4 throughout the year. They are free events where you can come, take a look at all of our campus, talk to our professors, get to know the financial aid and admission reps, and see how you can qualify for money, free money. And if you would like to register, please visit our website so that you can register and come and see us. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And if you would have any specific admissions questions, you can also email our admissions office. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the University of Texas Permian Basin. And thank you to all of our students for the great questions coming in. Next, we'd like to invite the University of Texas at Dallas to present.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Lilia Hauser and I am an admission counselor here at UT Dallas. I've put my email and the general admission email on the lower right-hand corner, so please feel free to email us if you have any questions after this presentation, or after this whole event rather. So let's go ahead and get started. Oops, there we go. So here's kind of a timeline of the University of Texas at Dallas. So we're a fairly newer university. We weren't founded until 1969. And kind of a fun fact about UT Dallas is that we worked backwards. So you'll notice in 1975, our first undergraduate class was admitted, but it wasn't until 1990 that our first freshman class was admitted. So we definitely started backwards, which I think is pretty unique. Next up, we have the 8 different schools that make up UT Dallas with over 140 different academic programs. So we have the School of Arts and Humanities, the School of Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communications, the School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences, the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences, Eric Johnson School of Engineering and Computer Science, the School of Interdisciplinary Studies, Naveen Jindal School of Management, and last but certainly not least, the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. So let's dive a little deeper into the individual schools. First up is the School of Arts and Humanities. This is one of the first schools that was founded at UT Dallas. And you can study history, Latin American studies, literature, philosophy, and visual and performing arts. A kind of fun fact about this school is that the senior capstone can be performance, writing, or visual based. So it doesn't have to be that traditional essay. You will also be able to find our foreign languages at this school, which we offer Spanish, French, German, Japanese, Chinese, and Arabic. Next up, we have the School of Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communications. This is actually our newest school, and while the degree may be the same, Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication, the concentrations are different, and we have 3 different concentrations. So we've got game design, production and media, and animation as our 3 different concentrations. While this is our newest school, we still have had lots of our students complete internships with Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks. And inside of this school are some really awesome research labs. Those are going to be art science labs and animation labs, so not your traditional kind of lab area. Next up, we have the School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences. So here you can study child learning and development, cognitive science, neuroscience, psychology, and speech, language, and hearing sciences. This school is very research-based, and they get quite a few different nationally funded grants that go straight towards that research. Kind of a fun fact about this school is we have had students help out the Dallas Arboretum to help their hearing impaired guests still be able to participate in some of their events. Next, we have the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences. So here you can study criminology, economics, geospatial information sciences, international political economy, public affairs, public policy, and sociology. This school houses some of our top ranking programs. Coming in at number 9 in the nation is our criminology program. And coming in at number 1 in the nation is the geospatial information sciences degree. Here you'll also find our Pre-Law Advising Center. Our Pre-Law Advising Center has a tremendous amount of resources for our pre-law students. So like LSAT preparedness, mock trials, application advising, things like that, which help 91% of our students get into the law school of their choice. Next, we have the Eric Johnson School of Engineering and Computer Science. Here you can study biomedical and computer engineering, computer and data science, electrical, mechanical, and software engineering. So engineering galore here. This school is definitely our most popular. It's what we're known for. A fun fact about this school, it was named after one of our founders, Eric Johnson. This school is ranked top in the state. And an interesting fun fact about this school is that students can complete, if you will, words are escaping my mind right now, but students can partake in UT design, which allows our engineering students to go out into the real world and solve real engineering problems, which not only allows you to get your feet wet in your field, but also something really awesome to stick on a resume, whether that's for grad school or other jobs post-undergrad. Next, we have the School of Interdisciplinary Studies. So here you can study American Studies, Education, Healthcare Studies, Interdisciplinary Studies, and this is also where you'll find our teacher certification. Our education degree is our newest degree. We're super excited about it. So with the teacher certification comes the Teacher Development Center. We have a 100% teacher certification pass rate. So you can be certified for elementary, middle, or high school, and we've got the different subjects that go along with those as well. Next, we have the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. So here you can study actuarial science, biochemistry, biology, chemistry, data science, mathematics, molecular biology, and physics. This school is going to has our Health Professions Advising Center, or HPAC as it's known on campus. The Health Professions Advising Center is kind of like our pre-law advising center, except for medical. So that's going to help all of our pre-health, like pre-med, pre-dental, pre-pharm, all of our pre's get into the medical school of their choice. So we've got MCAT preparedness, mock interviews, and resume help as resources to help 75% of our students get into the medical school of their choice, which the national average is 40%. We're the number 3 feeder school in Texas to different medical schools. Last but certainly not least, we have the Naveen Jindal School of Management. Here you can study accounting, business administration, finance, global business, healthcare management, human resource management, information technology and systems, marketing, and supply chain management. This is our largest school, and it's pretty popular because students are required to complete an internship and a social engagement before they graduate the university. So this leads to a lot of our students having job offers before they graduate the university, which is a huge amount of stress that can be taken off of our students. We do offer housing on campus. It is not required for our freshman students to live on campus, but we do have the University Commons for those that would like to. And then we have some student resources, and there's 3 I want to kind of get you to pay attention to. The first is the Career Center. The Career Center helps our students find jobs off campus and on campus, including internships, and they throw quite a few career fairs throughout the semester. We also have the Accessibility Center. So we know that not everyone learns the same way, so if you need extra time on a test or assignment, the Accessibility Center is a great resource for you. We also have the Multicultural Center, with over 100 different countries represented on campus, and 20% of our student body being international. The Multicultural Center is a true asset to campus, and they throw lots of different events that celebrate the different cultures we have on campus. So here's kind of a nice freshman application checklist. You can find our application on Apply Texas or the Common App. We are test optional for fall 2022. If you have a test score, I highly recommend sending it in, as it will only help you and will not hurt you. And please pay attention to that priority application deadline of December 1st. This is kind of the estimated cost of attendance. So you can see it's about $15,000 for our in-state students, and that's just tuition and fees. And remember, this is definitely an estimate. So this price tag cost can be a lot different than your out-of-pocket cost. We do offer financial aid. I highly recommend filling out the FAFSA and TASFA. We accept both. And I would like for you to pay attention on the right-hand side of your screen. 68% of our graduating seniors graduate with no student debt, which the state level is 52 and the national level is 38. So we have lots of financial help that goes towards our students. We also offer 5 different freshman scholarships. The most popular is going to be that Academic Excellence Scholarship. As long as you get your application in by the priority deadline of December 1st, you'll be automatically reviewed for the scholarship. It's going to be the same application to the university, so we make it really easy for you. And then, of course, come connect and visit with us. You can meet one-on-one with an admission counselor. We're doing campus tours right now. And then we also have a few events that include application fee waivers. Those are going to be Discover UTD Week, Scholars Day, and then for our transfer students, Preview Friday. And if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to reach out to us at admission@utdallas.edu, or you can call the phone number on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and we hope to see you next fall.
Thank you, UT Dallas. Thank you very much. We have just a couple of minutes left, and we'd like to put up just a screen and maybe invite some of our panelists to turn on their cameras and their microphone and just pose a question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And maybe we could start with Lamar University if you had any advice for a question like that. She might be busy answering questions.
Sorry, I was having some trouble with my mic. Can you
Oh,
guys?
there you go.
Okay. So
What
my
advice would you have for anyone going through the college admission process?
Yes. So my advice to anyone going through the college admission process would be for you guys to just build your list of schools, make sure that the schools that you're looking at have what you're wanting to pursue. And I always tell my students to look at the degree plan for the specific major so that you can make sure that not only they have what you're looking for, but that it will be, aligning with your path. And just try to choose a school that's a good fit for you. Visit the colleges if you're able to. A lot of those events will be free for students, so definitely that's a good way for you to get a feel for campus. There will also probably be current students there, so you can talk to them and get their experience and kind of, build upon that. And I would always tell my students, go where the money is, go to the university, not only that it's a good fit for you, but the school that is going to take care of you financially, because that's really important so that you're not building up any debt, upon graduation. So that's my advice.
Thank you. Great advice. How about Texas Women's University? Any advice you would give to someone going through the search process?
Yeah, I would definitely echo my colleague at Lamar's information that she shared. But I would also add to start the process early. Once you have those 3 or 4 top schools and you've been able to visit the schools or take a virtual tour, I would say to get started on the process very early. Get your applications out of the way, submit your transcripts, and get your acceptances so that you are able to focus on filling out scholarship applications and financial aid applications. And all of us, the admissions counselors at all of the universities, are really always willing to help. So reach out to us, send us a text message and share your information. And we're always willing to help you through the process. So get those applications done early so you have your acceptances, and then you can focus the last part of the year on scholarships, financial aid, and the beginning of your of the year that you're about to graduate. You can start to look at residency halls and tying up all those loose ends.
Thank you for joining us today, and thanks for great advice from the panelists. When you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. You'll be able to find a recording of this session and all of the other sessions at strivescan.com/yesprep. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.